Hey guys, it's Rex with Rex Wurx. Welcome back to the channel. So if you have a mini excavator, do you have a thumb on your mini excavator? Well, we've got a mini excavator and we don't have a thumb. So we reached out to Amulet. They sent us a thumb for our KX018-4 Kubota mini excavator. And I'm going to walk you through all the parts that come in the kit for the hydraulic thumb and break down a real quick talking points of how to install it. I've never installed one. I've read the instructions. I've watched a few videos, and we're gonna figure it out together. This is just showing and describing the attachment. This isn't an installation video. Alright guys, this is an overview of everything that you get in the kit when you order the PowerClamp kit from Amulet. You get the instruction manual, you get the mounting block, you get a stop block, you get the cylinder, and you get the thumb itself. The thumb comes with a longer pin, comes with bushings, comes with grease certs already attached to the end. What you don't get with the Amulet kit is you don't get any type of fittings or any type of hydraulic hoses to connect to your machine. So the Amulet thumb is approximately 21.5 inches long. This is a main pin thumb. That means you take the pin out of the main pin out of your bucket, and this pin goes back in the position of your main pin, and this goes around the main pin of the bucket. So that helps with the geometry. No matter where your bucket is at, you always have that same clamping position on the bucket to the thumb. It has grease certs in the end of the pin on both sides. It has C-clips, washers, and then it also has bushings, one for each side. That way you can center it back in your bucket. This is where you attach the lower part of the cylinder arm, and then this reduces down. It narrows down to 5.5 inches. That's your actual thumb width right there. At the where it pins on the bucket is 9.5 inches, and it's roughly 21.5 inches long. It is 1/2 inch thick material. It's got heavy duty eyelet for your cylinder. Looks like 1/4 inch. I'm sorry, it's 3/8. Looks like 3/8 inch angle where your eyelet attaches to the thumb, and then it's got a reinforcement bar right here. It's got pretty good teeth on it. The cylinder is adjustable. It comes with the pins, the quick pins. You can remove the quick pins from the cylinder. You can take the cylinder off from your thumb. So with my machine does not come with any type of mounting bracket on the stick itself. So Amulet sends you the mounting attachment for the top of the cylinder, and we'll have to grind that off and we'll have to weld it. And there's a certain procedure that you have to do, which is explained in the manual of how you have to weld this. And this is a stop block, so, and it also goes on the stick, so whenever your cylinder comes down, it doesn't contact the stick, it comes in contact with this to prevent any damage. And all that will be explained whenever we actually install it on the mini excavator. So one of the things that you do have to do is we'll have to take these plugs out. We'll have to have hydraulic hoses made that attach to the top and bottom of the cylinder, but we'll also have to relieve pressure on our auxiliary lines, because from the factory they are set at 3,000 pounds, and in order to not damage it, my thumb or my bucket or anything else, you have to relieve the line pressure to this cylinder, and you need to set it to approximately 1800 psi plus or minus 100 pounds is what the manual says. So we'll have to put a relief valve on the mini excavator to adjust that down to 1,800 pounds of pressure, which all of that stuff will be done on the installation video. This cylinder is adjustable, so if this isn't welded exactly in the right spot, you can adjust it in or out just a little bit to make sure the geometry is right for it. Hopefully I'll get it welded in the correct spot, but you do have some adjustment on it. So the thickness of the attachment block is 3/8, and the thickness of the stop block is 1/4 inch. Now we'll have to, there's a certain procedure to weld this attachment plate. You don't have to weld as much, and it's not as critical on this, because this is just a bump stop to keep this cylinder from hitting your stick. But you have to weld this on correctly, because there is a lot of pressure on this, and you don't want to rip this off your boomstick. So be sure to follow the manufacturer's procedure on how to weld this, and it gives specific welding instructions on how to do it. So guys, this has just been a quick overview of the new thumb that we've got from Amulet. It is the Amulet PowerClamp. I'll put links to Amulet manufacturing in the description. If you're interested in a thumb for your equipment, be sure to check them out. Guys, this has been Rex with Rex Wurx. I appreciate you watching the video, and I'll see you on the next one. Grandsons, Pop Q loves you boys. Hope you guys are having a good day.